Hello everyone, I'm Recv5.
And I'm Sandman099, otherwise known as the Mad Bomber.
Yeah, you're on.
And we're back, and the reason that I'm the Mad Bomber is because we're going to bring back the Lifers.
Yeah, we're bringing the Lifers back, and you're going to be playing offense, and I'm going to be playing defense.
Yeah, and we'll have a look at the Lifers because we're all ready to start Season 4.
Yep.
And it's been a long time since we played the Lifers, but I remember in Season 1 we finished 15-1.
Yep.
And then we lost in, I think, the divisional playoff game to either the Desperados or the Zombies. I can't remember which team now.
Yeah, it was the first two losses that we had on the channel, and maybe only like the third loss overall total.
Yeah, and then in Season 2, of course, we bounced back and won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And we won the Super Bowl again in Season 3. But I played the first two seasons on defense. And then, of course, Recv5x played Season 3 on defense. So that's why we decided that I was going to go with the offense this season with the Lifers.
Just to keep things balanced.
Yeah. And also because at some point we're going to be starting off with Season 2 of the Magicians.
Indeed.
And I'll be playing defense for them. And it'd be just to mix things up a little bit. It might be a little bit nice to see a little bit of offense and a little bit of defense from each of us. But anyway, just wanted to show off a little bit of defense magician style.
Yeah, because you've been working on your defensive playbook for the Magicians, even though you've been working on your offensive playbook too.
I'm always working on something. But anyway, basically what this is it's a 2-4-5 nickel package.
Okay.
And what happened was, of course, I called a defense with the pass rusher coming from this side.
Yep.
But they lined up the tight end on this side. And also they came out with twin wide receivers on this side. And I don't like to run zone defenses against this type of alignment.
Yeah, because they tend to bust zones open.
So what I did was I audibled not only to change sides, but also to change coverage to a man coverage, which is why this guy appears to be still rushing into position.
Yeah, he's on the slot guy, and he's more or less in position.
Yeah, and this guy, of course, is playing man coverage on the outside guy, and the two safeties are playing deep zones. And this guy is dropping into a zone in the middle. And anyway, this linebacker changed from a pass rusher into a man coverage guy covering the tight end.
Yep.
And I think this corner has man coverage probably on number 35 here.
Probably, yep.
But for some reason, because they snapped the ball early, like basically I didn't quite have a chance to get everybody moved into position when I man locked, right?
Yep.
Not that it mattered, because watch this, okay? I'm not sure the Magicians will play this well, because... But watch this. See how that linebacker squeezes through the gap and he hits the quarterback. The ball comes out.
Wow.
The other linebacker
pushes the ball into the end zone and then picks it up.
Yeah, basically turns this into a touchdown because the outside guy, of course, attracts the halfback who tries to cut block him, right?
Yep.
And as it turns out, they left both running backs into block, which is why it didn't really matter if the coverage out here was kind of hokey, right? You know, like unless this guy had actually converted to cover him as well, but
obviously that's not the case.
Obviously, well, that's not the case because he's turned and he's running somewhere else, right?
Yeah, he's converted into a deep zone.
I'm not sure who the hell he's covering, but anyway,
because his guy was left in the block and he's a defensive back, he's converted into a deep zone.
That's true. Okay, but anyway, you can see the two safeties dropped into their deep zones normally. The linebackers covering the tight end, and the middle guy actually got attracted by the tight end too, so he adjusted his path as well, right?
Yep.
But anyway, and what really mattered over here is we had those two wide receivers covered, and we got good pressure. And actually, this did not count as a sack. Statistically, what happened was with the Nords here, up against the Pirates, I literally mauled their offensive line. Like I think I sacked this guy like 8 times in this game.
But this didn't count.
But this didn't count as a sack because somehow through all of this, he somehow managed to begin a throwing motion. Okay?
Where?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it, but what happened was that basically this guy was recorded as having, and this happened 3 times in this game. Okay, I forced this guy to fumble the ball 3 times.
Yep.
In addition to sacking him 8 times. And he actually was recorded in the stats as having 3 rushing attempts with minus yardage and 3 fumbles.
Wow. Let's see
So that's how I know. I mean, I can't tell by looking, but that's how I know that was not counted as a sack. It was counted as an attempted, like a backward pass, basically, right?
Maybe because he raises his arms there?
And he looks like he's going to pat the ball, right? He's facing the wrong way, and then the ball comes out. But that could be maybe because he was trying to throw it away.
Yeah, I really don't know. It's so early in the animation. I think I just would have called that a sack fumble, to be honest.
Yeah, well, anyway, statistically, that's not what it was. And you can see Snyder swimming along the ground there after that ball, right?
Yep.
Just teleporting right to that ball, and then the ball,
I think too. Number 70 there is pushing him along on the ground.
Yeah, could be. He's trying to get there to recover the fumble as well. But anyway, this was a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So. Indeed.
Yeah, they have rectangle-shaped hitboxes, eh? So that's number 70 pushing him forward as he slides.
Oh, yeah, okay. But anyway, I don't know if I can get this kind of dramatic results from the Magicians, because actually a little bit about the Nords, they do have the best group of linebackers of any franchise team that we have.
Oh, yeah, wow.
With the possible exception of my Spitfires, right?
Okay.
Because the Spitfires, 2 out of 3 of the starting linebackers are NFL icons.
Yep.
But with these guys, all 3 of the starting linebackers are rated 90 or higher.
Yep.
And the backups are all like rated in the 80s.
No Jamie Bostons or Jerome Edwards is on this team.
Well, actually, I think that Jamie Boston is on this team too, but I think he's rated at about 80 as well.
Yep.
Like this team, basically, if you look at the Crusaders and compare them to the Nords, defensively, like if you look at team power, they're roughly equal, like they're similar.
Yep.
But the Crusaders have a very strong defensive line.
Yep.
And somewhat better than average linebackers.
But they have a weak on paper rating.
But
in a lot of categories.
But if you look at the Nords, they have a somewhat better than average defensive line and very strong linebackers instead.
And just strong on paper as well as on practice.
Well, no, because the defensive secondary is a little bit weak. Right? They're actually very similar to the Crusaders here with Edgar Kelly, the strong side safety backer, right?
Yep.
And like they do have some okay defensive backs, but I would say they're no better in the defensive secondary than the Crusaders are. And when I say that they're roughly equal in power, defensively they are roughly equal in power, except that the way that power is distributed is
a little different.
The Crusaders have a better defensive line and not quite as good a linebackers.
Yep.
Whereas the Nords have not quite as good a defensive line and better linebackers, right? And that's what I'm hoping to generate with the Magicians once we get through the draft and all that kind of stuff, is I would like to strengthen their linebacking group, because this defensive playbook that I have built is very much built around the linebackers.
Well, it sounds like our draft picks should be 2 halfbacks and 5 linebackers. And we can just convert the leftover linebackers that we don't need into defensive backs.
Well, the Magicians definitely need a halfback for sure. Like especially if they want to play your style of offense. And
I mean, I could probably get by with Johnson, but
well, the thing is that
to shine, I need someone faster.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that probably one of your extra halfbacks would probably be able to become a wide receiver. Maybe.
Probably. Or a fullback, or wherever else we decide to put them.
Yeah. But anyway, this is one of the formations that you'll likely see. And actually, this part of the shift went very smoothly, right?
Yep.
When I changed sides. Basically, he stayed exactly where he was before. He stayed exactly where he was before. And these two guys basically just each took one step to their left.
Yep.
And then they were already in the perfect position. Mainly, it was just the secondary that was still kind of running around.
Well, that's only because you changed coverages completely.
Yeah, I also changed coverages from a zone coverage to a man coverage. So, yeah. But anyway, we got to do training camp for season 4.
We do.
Of the Alcatraz Lifers with their distinctive yellow and orange uniforms.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll pause for a moment and then we'll come back.
And we're back.
Yes, and we need to look at the roster because it's been a long time since we've looked at this team or even played a game with this team. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to be playing quarterback with Recv5x.
Yeah.
Who is 7 feet tall and 415 pounds.
With 99 speed.
And he has 99 speed, 99 this, 99 that, and so on and so forth. He's got an arm like a cannon. And he can drop the ball into a bucket 60 yards downfield. And he can run like a track star, right? And then, of course, as our backup, we've got Aaron Baker, who is okay.
Yeah, he could start for any team.
And Casey Mitchell. And, of course, poor old Amos Paris, well, he got the boot a while back.
Yeah, I think he's still floating around in free agency.
Maybe, yeah. But anyway, I made a project of him in the Lifers Practice League. And he turned out to be a decent quarterback if you work hard enough on him. But anyway, it's not going to happen here. And of course, the starting halfback is still Anthony Gaines. Although we did manage to, over the last 2 seasons or 3 seasons, draft a couple of speedster halfbacks.
Yeah, well, I think Anderson there is the slowest out of all the speedster halfbacks we've ever had.
Yeah, but 91 speed is actually still pretty darn good. And... like you look at, he's been playing for us for a couple of years.
Yep.
Both of them have excellent acceleration, although their agility could be, like they're more of the stretch run kind of guy. They're not the guy who's going to pick their way through the middle because it's too hard to, change directions and control them, right? And the one thing that is of note here is that Anderson is actually a pretty good blocker too.
Wow!
For a halfback. So
if we draft a halfback next season, he could see himself playing at fullback
or wide receiver, right? Because he's got wide receiver speed. He's got decent hands.
Oh yeah,
right.
Actually, all our halfbacks do.
He's got very good acceleration. Like you give him the streak audible, and he'll take off like a rocket, right?
Yep.
So anyway. And the way that I tend to use these guys is I'll probably use Gaines as my main running back, and then I'll use halfback substitution packages in some of the single back and shotgun formations that I have.
Yep.
To use these guys for their speed, right? Anyway.
Pierre Roberts is holding out.
Pierre Roberts is holding out, so we're going to have to try to re-sign Pierre Roberts. And Charles Martin is our fullback 2, of course.
Yep.
And he is a converted halfback, actually. But he is a big halfback, as you can see, at 238 pounds.
Yep. He's perfectly suitable for the position.
Yep. And he also is very good at catching the ball. So he's the guy that I throw the ball to out of the wishbone, right? So I guess we better work on re-signing. Yeah, he's tired of being underpaid. What have you ever done for us, really, Pierre? Okay, well, we'll try and re-sign him. We'll offer him a 1-year deal.
How much lower can you go on the salary?
Oh, I'm not going to nitpick about that.
Nitpick.
No, I'm not going to do that. There, we'll re-sign him. What's it? Okay, yeah, now he's got that holdout thing cleared. Because I remember that embarrassing situation with the Santa's Elves, where we had like 4 holdout players for the first 6 games of the season.
Yeah, we didn't notice.
And didn't even notice, right?
That's why we take the time to go through the roster now, though.
Yeah. So anyway, wide receiver, we still got John Mike Houston.
But we have Quincy White.
And we've got Quincy White at wide receiver. And yeah, he's got 99 speed and he's got 81 agility. Although his acceleration is a little bit low, but I mean, once he gets going, he's, matchless, right?
Yep.
And he's also got pretty good hands. So He's going to be an important player in my offense. And
Yeah,
then
I think we got him before I decided to convert wide receivers to halfback.
Probably, yeah. But I don't know whether his acceleration was really good enough to play halfback anyway. You've got other players there that are better, right? And then, of course, we've got Thurman Kennedy here, who's a relative newcomer with okay speed. He's basically going to, he's the guy I think I said once is John Mike Houston Mark II.
Yeah, and I wonder too if he's a return guy or something.
Maybe, I don't know. And then of course we got the old veteran Mo Rose.
Yep.
And another guy named Jermaine Clement, who is a newcomer as well. This will be his second season. And he's got 89 speed. And, you know,
he's John Mike Houston Mark III.
I guess, except not quite as good. And that tight end, of course, we've got Lewis Hudson. And then we've got another younger player named Green. And Ray McCoy, of course.
Yep.
And Green is not bad for, you know, compared to the other guys for speed and that kind of thing.
I think Green was actually drafted as a tight end.
Yeah, he was. But his catching needs a little bit of work, right?
Yep.
That being said, he's a pretty decent blocker. Look at his run blocking, right? Like he's a great run blocker.
Yep.
And then, of course, we've got, like a pretty decent offensive line. At left guard, we've still got a couple of guys that are in the mid-80s. We don't have any really extraordinary standouts. It looks like Darryl Johnson is holding out. But we'll have to re-sign Darryl Johnson. And we'll re-sign him to a 1-year contract as well. Okay. So, and then of course we've got, so it looks like we've got a pretty decent offensive line. It looks like our tackles are pretty good players.
Yep.
And the interior line is no worse than average.
Yeah, well, if I recall, if we look at their strength ratings, I made a whole bunch of trades at some point.
Yeah, well, if you look at it, it looks like we've been drafting for strength as well, because these guys are younger players, right? And the same thing with this guy at 98 strength. He's a younger player, and he's also very promising because if you look at his speed and his acceleration, he's actually a pretty quick guy for an offensive lineman. Right?
Yeah, if I recall, he was actually drafted by the Vultures, who ended up drafting something like 8 offensive linemen for the same position.
Wow, that's a good memory. See, and even Torrance Walker here has 95 strength. So I think what we were doing is when we were recruiting offensive linemen, the main attribute we were looking at was bench press reps.
Yep. But yeah, like I remember because I wanted to draft offensive linemen at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
And there were no offensive linemen.
Okay.
Well, it's because one team picked offensive linemen for all 7 draft picks.
Yeah.
Right, like it was. I think it was the Vultures who picked offensive linemen,
and then they couldn't sign them all anyway.
Well, no, they did sign them all. They actually had them all. They actually had like, I can't remember. I think Kyle Lincoln there started off as a left tackle.
Yeah,
but they had like 8 left tackles.
Wow.
And it's like, why?
Okay, yeah. So Lincoln is our youthful and promising left guard, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, at left end, of course, we've got Lamar Holt, who is still the single game record holder for most sacks with 15.
Yep.
That was one time we played against the Scorpions. I think that was in season 1, actually. And he sacked Scorpions quarterbacks 15 times. And then we've got a rookie who's a pretty promising looking guy. He's got decent speed, a lot of strength,
good acceleration,
pretty good acceleration. This guy will be a good pass rusher.
Yeah, if I recall, he's a converted linebacker.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a lightweight for a lineman, but that's okay.
He's got all the attributes you need.
And of course, we've got Alfred Lewis at right end. And another guy named Damian Williams.
Yeah, I think he was a U pick.
Well, actually, I think Lewis was. These guys are both legacy players. I think that we got them when we started the franchise.
I don't know. Was Damian Williams legacy player?
Well, we're only in 3 seasons, so he wouldn't have been a draft pick. Anyway, we got a whole collection of defensive tackles here. We got Ronald Grimm, who is our best defensive tackle. And then, of course, we've got Cade Brooks, who at one time we converted from offensive lineman.
Yep.
Because of his speed and his acceleration.
And his strength rating.
And his strength rating.
Because we had this idea that we wanted an offense or a defensive lineman that could actually push people around.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at him as a defensive lineman, I mean, he hasn't done great guns, but he's accumulated 13 sacks in 2 seasons.
Yep.
Which is not terrible for an interior lineman. And then we've got Anthony Lyle, who is a 65 speed, 86 strength defensive tackle with 61 acceleration. So he's got promising characteristics.
Yeah, he's the future.
He's the future. He is the defensive tackle of the future. I'd say Ronald Grimm is the defensive tackle of right now. And Cade Brooks is the defensive tackle of yesterday. However, that's entirely up to you. So anyway, we've got Greg May as the left outside linebacker, backed up by Dave Burton, who got moved over from the right outside linebacker position at some point.
Yeah, we just ended up shuffling them around based on our needs.
Yep. And Greg May is very fast with 80 speed, and he's very strong. I think he's a converted defensive lineman, actually, because he's very big, too.
Yeah, he is. He started off as a defensive end.
Yeah, at 275 pounds. And he's a very good tackler. He's got pretty good acceleration for a big guy.
But he had the characteristics that I wanted for a linebacker.
Well, the thing is that left outside linebacker is basically designated pass rusher on this team, right? So at middle linebacker, we've got Jamie Boston and Al Hicks and Anquan Kinney, who is holding out. Wow, look at all these holdouts here. So
his contract is 2 years long.
Yeah, but we'll re-sign him, and we'll re-sign him for 1 year because he's 29 years old. And, you never know. We might want to leave our options open for next season, right?
Yeah.
And at right outside linebacker, we've got Damon Floyd and Tony Seymour. And both of them are pretty good players, I would say. It looks like Tony Seymour has a little more playing experience, and look at that acceleration.
Yep.
In fact, look at Floyd's acceleration, right? Either one of those guys would be a good pass rushing threat from the right side.
Yeah, Seymour just can't turn left.
Yeah. And then here we go with the defensive secondary, the corners. And of course, we've got Jay Alford, who is very fast. And we have Rashad Hallman, who is a pretty good corner, even though his speed is middling.
Well, the middling speed, though, was far better than what we started with, which was like absolutely nothing.
Well, Aaron Hanks used to be our cornerback 1.
Yep.
Before we managed to improve at that position. But you're going to like this guy, Darren Dolman, who is a rookie, and I'm pretty sure he's a converted safety.
Yep. So is Kerry, and so is Spoto, actually.
Really? Well, the way I figured that this guy was a converted safety was looking at, in particular, his tackling ability, which is 80,
oh my God.
81.
81 is a cornerback. Wow.
Yeah. And then this guy has got 75.
Yep.
But Alford has got 69 tackling too, which is very good. He's a better tackler than some safeties.
That's very impressive, and he's actually a proper true corner with like 90 plus speed.
Yeah. So it looks like the Lifers actually, one of the strong points on their defense is actually the secondary. Right?
Yep.
And of course we got Grant Brown playing safety. Free safety. And he's not quite the same player that he is in other franchises, but, he's be
passable.
All right. Yeah, he's passable. And, of course, we've got Sandman099 playing strong safety. So, and Perry Doss is another one of those safety backers, right?
Oh, okay, yep, with the really high strength rating.
A capable backup in case of an injury, right? And of course, we've got Benson, the kicker, and Romberg, the punter. So there we go. That's a rundown of the roster. So I guess now we can go into training camp. And I guess we'll let's see who do we want to improve our you know what? Mitchell's a more accurate passer than Baker is.
Yeah, maybe Baker needs the help.
Yeah.
Although then again though, Baker should do pocket presence and Mitchell should do rings.
Yeah, because Mitchell needs to improve his arm strength. And I'm going to let you do the pocket presence drill as usual because I'm terrible at it.
All right. And we'll probably still save scum the drills like always.
Yeah. Actually, just to save a little time here, I wasn't on the ball, but usually we pause in between loading times too, right? Just to kind of speed things along.
Well, but you had to have a sip of that coffee.
I had to have a sip of that coffee, and yeah, I wasn't ready to do it. Here we go.
Oh, shit. Wrong button.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Pressing the wrong button.
You're messing things up here.
I am.
Oh boy.
I haven't played quarterback in a while.
Yeah.
I don't actually really play quarterback anymore.
No, you play ball hander offer.
Yeah. More or less.
Unfortunately, we didn't save before we did this, so all of our other moves that we made earlier would disappear if we had to replay this, so...
I think it'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you made it.
Perfect.
Just barely made the goal.
Yeah, operating under pressure.
Operating under pressure after goofing it up on the first throw.
Well, you know, I mean, like I said, I haven't played quarterback in a while. I really don't throw a lot of passes anymore.
No, well, you haven't for a few seasons, actually. So now that gives him 91 throw accuracy, which is a little more acceptable. Nah.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with the throw
You got to
accuracy.
go with the throw accuracy because the awareness will come. That's chase and tackle, or is that running back?
This next one is
That's
chase and tackle.
So that one's yours. You need to decide who you want to run the chase and tackle drill.
Before that, I think we'll save.
Yes, that's a good idea. So we'll pause for a moment while we do that.
And we're back.
Chase and tackle. And who are you going to get to do chase and tackle?
Oh, hell, I don't know. Because it's been a long enough time away from the team here. I don't think we have any...
You want to work on one of those good tackling corners or what?
Or maybe I find somebody who has crap tackling.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, that guy is older.
Like Rashad Holman could benefit, although he's a little bit older.
Well, or Grant Brown, because he's still young, right? And he plays safety.
Yeah,
for
he
you.
could use the tackling.
And that, 60 tackling's not bad, but he could be better.
Especially given that he's safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it with Grant Brown. We'll go sort by overall. Look for Grant Brown in the 70s. I think that's where he is. No, he's in 79. So we'll get him up to 80. Okay, Grant Brown, free safety, chase and tackle. We're going to be chasing and tackling Anthony Gaines, which is kind of a problem.
Well, not really, because at least he's not blazing fast.
Yeah, instead he's just hard to bring down.
Yeah, well, he might run over you a couple of times. But...
Yeah. But he won't get away from the other safety.
No. If you have number 43 out there, nobody gets away from him. Although I noticed that his tackling ability is only 93, because I think in this franchise he suffered a severe injury.
Broken elbow.
One season, right?
Yeah, broken elbow. And it was a season-ending injury for him.
Yeah. Ooh, he forced a fumble there, though. Yeah, see, nobody gets away from number 43.
Yeah, it's funny, because I ran into Gaines there, and he actually just kind of bounced off of me because of how strong he is, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what your strength rating looks like.
Yeah, that was a good spin there, too. Because that's what a player with a high agility can do, too, right?
That's right.
Ooh.
Bounced off of him. Oh, man, I can't believe that number 43.
Well, he didn't get away, but he was like far enough away that you weren't able to...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, well. It is what it is.
Oh.
I think on the next level, though, he gets a lead blocker.
Yeah.
And that makes it even harder.
I don't know whether you get another guy either, though, right?
No, you don't.
You could try it. I mean, we are save scumming after all, right?
You want to do it for the views?
Sure,
All
try
right,
it.
we'll
Try
do it
it
for the
for the
views.
views.
Oh, maybe not.
No. He's just maybe better?
Maybe. Oh, we face masked him.
That's okay. They don't call penalties in
Yeah, where's your face mask bonus?
yeah.
He tried to juke me there.
I'm kind of surprised, actually. This higher level of chase and tackle doesn't really look all that hard.
Yeah, I had an easier time with this than I did the... Okay. I kind of changed
well, there
directions.
you go. Now
there.
you got 4 points for him, right?
64 tackling. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. See? Happy little accidents.
Yep. Yeah, because we don't usually bother going past rookie level on these a lot of these drills.
Well, that's because on a lot of them, they're actually like really hard
Yeah.
past that. But I guess here it worked out.
Yeah.
So now he's an 80 overall player.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll save while we pause while we save scum again.
All right.
Okay.
And we're back.
Yeah, and it looks like you get all of the defense drills all together.
That's right.
Right?
Unless you consider punting to be a defense drill.
Well, technically it's not, though. It's special teams, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll let you do the field goal kicking thing.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
You seem to like that one, and I'll do the punting one, since it's how you kind of get shafted on the how few defensive drills there are, right?
I think we're going to do it with, even though he's a backup player, we're going to do it with Pete Doss because he needs to work on his jumping.
Oh, okay. What, can you get jumping from...
You can get jumping from this, yes. And he needs to work on that. I hate this drill so much. I hate the wide receiver catch more.
Yeah. Well, the wide receiver catch is actually trickier than the slot ball because the timing even of it is different. The timing to catch the ball is different than the timing to intercept the ball, which is weird, but anyway. Geez, looks like Doss can catch too.
Yep. Oh,
he made the wrong move there.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
Yeah, sometimes they just get the wrong animation.
Yeah, he can't jump. See that?
Yeah, I see that.
So he needs to work on that, or he's going to give up a long bomb touchdown because of something like that.
Well, unless you have a defense where you've got multiple safeties on the field at once, then chances are he's not going to see the field too much anyway, outside of exhibition.
Oh, missed it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, wrong animation there, buddy.
Well, you're not going to make the gold on this one. I think you needed a 800 in order to get gold.
I think it's an 800, but whatever.
Yeah.
Good enough.
If he gets 2 points of jumping, I guess that's better than none anyway.
Every little bit helps.
Oh, yeah, you can improve his jumping a little bit.
Yep. You can also improve acceleration this way too.
Oh yeah.
But we'll go with jumping.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to save scum again, hey?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna do defensive line trench fight, and we're gonna do it as A. Lyle.
Yep, our rookie defensive tackle, who is very quick and very strong.
Yep.
He's not Roman George by any means, but, you know, he's not bad. I don't know if you'd ever be able to draft another defensive lineman like that again. I've never seen it in all the years I've played this game.
It's probably one of those really rare finds.
Yep. Yeah, just bowl that guy over. Just bowl that guy over. Get the gold.
Yeah, he's way fast enough.
Yeah, he is very fast. He's as fast as a defensive end, right?
So we're just going to keep those.
Yeah, well, it's not very often that you get gold on the trench fight.
Yeah, normally I end up doing the pro level just to get 3 points.
Yeah.
But why take the risk?
So you can get either more strength or more acceleration.
More strength.
More strength, because actually 61 acceleration for a player in his position is
more than adequate.
Is actually well above average too. Right. All right, well, I guess kicking is next.
Yep.
So here we go. You're going to do the kicking drill for us.
Yep.
With Benson.
Yeah, and he still needs the kick power.
Yeah, he's got 87 kick power. So he does need the kick power.
Yeah, I think this was well before we started doing the all-pro and all-Madden kick drills.
Yeah. And you know what? It's funny. I was just mentioning to you off camera here that that is potentially a bit of a design flaw in this game, where you know how as players age they lose ability points.
Yep.
Well, Benson in theory could lose kick power points, right? But then you can keep getting him more kick power points, although you won't doing it that way. You know, like every season. So in theory, he could be like 60 years old and still kicking 50-yard field goals, right?
Assuming he doesn't like choose to retire, yeah.
Well, unless he starts losing points faster than you can replenish them with this drill, right?
Well, that's okay. I think somebody ran a simulation in football, one of the later Maddens, to see how long Tom Brady would stay in the league.
Yeah.
They managed to get him to stay in the league like into his 50s. So, and I think like they even changed the color of his hair and everything. He was starting to gray over.
Yeah. Wow, that's funny.
But no, I think the oldest I ever saw a player in this game was like, I want to say somewhere between 44 and 47, and it was a kicker.
Yeah. Kickers tended to have the most longevity.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, well, good way to start.
Yeah. You just have to get used to the kick meter speed, hey?
Yeah. It's an adjustment for the first few kicks. But you get more kicks on the higher difficulties too.
Yeah, because the kick meter travels faster.
That's right.
You can kick the ball almost twice as many times.
Yep. Ooh, that one was a little off target. That'll be an orange. That'll give us the same net as we previously had. We'll try the pro. Or the all-pro?
The all-pro. You're going to try the all-pro. You just need to not screw up the first couple of kicks. That's all. So long as you get something for them, and then you're gonna be okay, I think.
I think that was an orange. That's also an orange. That's a yellow. No, it's an orange.
Well, you got the silver in this one so far. That's pretty good.
Ooh, that's a 0.
Well, you're going to get nothing for that one, yeah. Well, it's decision time.
That'd be 4 points of kick power. That'd get him up to 91.
Yeah.
But we could get that with bronze on all Madden.
Yeah.
If he can kick it that far. Let's see.
You're the one kicking it.
Yeah, we've got the save scum.
Yeah. Well, he made that one. That was surprisingly accurate considering where you ended up on the meter there. Oh, you're just doing it a little bit early to slice it through?
Kind of. I'm under aiming and then slicing.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
We've got our 4 points already.
Yep.
Everything from here on out is bonus.
Yeah, that's right.
That one's an orange on the other side.
That's okay. Now you're
5.
you're already in the bonus range now, so if you make gold here, that'll be spectacularly good. Oh, look at that. That's another red. Look at that. You did it.
7 points.
7 points of kick power. Wow. That's why we have you do the kicking drill, though.
Yep. Well, it's just like playing golf, right? All those golf series we have on the channel, it's the same type of swing system.
It's the same kind of swing system, yep. Well, I guess we'll pause while we save this one.
All right.
Well,
we're a little premature.
Yeah, we'll allocate the points first. So you add 7 kick power points, and guess what? He's got 94 kick power now.
Yep.
So he can probably kick a 50-yard field goal now.
Probably. If we can finally kick field goals on this team.
Yeah. Anyway, now we'll pause.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and now I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, because I suck at punting. Well, not in practice, actually. When we were playing the Crusaders franchise.
The thing is, though, when you're playing a game, you don't punt the same way that you do in this drill.
And not from this close, either.
Yeah, exactly. You don't try to land it into a little colored thing in the corner of the field because, like if you do punt it out of bounds, you actually want it to go out of bounds before it goes across the goal line, right?
That's right, yep.
Whereas in this, it's far less picky. Like basically so long as you can land it in that red pie-shaped thing there, it doesn't matter if it goes into the end zone afterwards, right?
Yep.
Anyway, this is rookie, right?
Yep.
I might have hit that too hard.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. So on rookie, when you're in this position, you have to hit the power meter at the beginning of the red there. Oh, I hit it too hard again.
You could actually probably...
there, I managed to hit the bullseye anyway, right?
If you leave the trajectory at normal or raise it, you'll lose power.
Yeah. I sort of have a system, though, down to do this, right?
Ah.
Although I'm a little out of practice. It's been a while. There,
yeah, you also don't punt very often. That one
should be just about... Oh, okay. It also varies with the amount of kick power that the player has.
Yep. As well as their position on the field, because they give you a random position on the field, too.
Yeah. And also your impact affects it a bit too.
Yep.
Right. But that's okay. We'll try the next level here.
All right. Yeah, they move you about 5 yards further back, I think.
Yeah, a little bit further back.
Nice. Ah, damn.
Oh, I didn't quite get that one angled enough, eh?
Well, especially when you're on the near side, it's shorter, right? It gets tricky.
But I don't use this particular technique when I'm punting usually anyway.
Yeah, we actually use the pooch punt technique from this
quite
close.
a bit. But when I'm punting out of my own end, even I'm not trying to limit the amount of power.
Yep.
Right. I basically, if I have to punt from, say, our own side of the 35-yard line,
you're aiming as far downfield as you can.
I want to try and kick it as far down the field as I can and angle it toward the sideline. Right.
Yep. Yeah, that's how you get those 65-plus yard punts.
Yeah, exactly. And, like having to, well, it looks like I got the gold on the very last one. Okay, well, I'm not all that fond of this drill. I managed to get
4 points.
4 points for him, so I think I'm going to call that good. Because for the punter, really, power is okay, but it's not absolutely necessary. I find that accuracy is probably more important, right?
I don't even think accuracy is important.
Well, actually, accuracy is important because it helps you to place those punts nicely. But that accuracy will also tend to improve on its own just from your player playing, right?
That's right, yep.
Okay, looks like the next thing is the ring toss. And you know what? As the quarterback guy, I think I'm going to let you do that one too.
Oh, okay.
But we'll pause for a moment while we save scum again.
All right, we're back.
Yes, and oddly enough, even though I am in-game a better passer than Recv5x.
Yeah, you're a better quarterback.
Recv5x is a better drill quarterback than I am.
I'm the practice squad quarterback. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than being the practice squad offensive lineman, Clint.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, I'm more like like the Manning brothers when they went back to the college. And they were in such, so physically out of shape compared to the college players. But when they actually went out and started throwing the ball, they made them look silly.
Yeah. Wow, I'm trying to lead that to the right. He just won't do it.
Actually, what I do is I usually take a short step to the right.
That's fine. That was a little off target.
Yeah, you can hit the tougher one. You just can't hit the easy one, huh?
Oh, well. Houston, what are you so slow for? There.
Yeah.
At least I got him.
It's weird how you have to manipulate some of the quarterback positions to get some of these patterns to work. Eh?
I think some of the rings are just placed wrong, if I'm honest with you. I don't even think you're supposed to throw that route that way either.
No, you just do it any way you can to get it to go through the ring, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, he's got enough throw power. I got to wait a little bit more. There.
Yeah, I have trouble getting that one for some reason.
Ah, too soon.
Yeah, you might have to go to the next level here. Well, you got 2 points. Is that good enough, or are you gonna...
I mean, that would get him up to 80, but we could try the next level. We are save scumming it anyhow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think you can throw those as a bullet. I think you have to throw it as a touch. because otherwise it goes in too low.
Well, it's coming in low and to the left.
Yeah.
Which is the problem.
And I think that those weird corner routes, you can kind of throw those with a little bit of zip, but
I throw almost all of these as bullets.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh god, that's white running that. That's going to make it a little harder to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's going to be hard to time because he's so quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try a Houston route.
Oh, gets that one on the first try.
Because I can judge his timing better.
There, you got it, but he couldn't catch up to it then. How weird. Well, a silver here is as good as a gold on the previous level.
There we go.
Yeah. There, now you got your 3 points.
Yeah, white is just fast enough that it makes judging the timing on that hard.
Yeah. Well,
81.
that gives him 81 throw power, which is not bad.
Yeah, that's serviceable, especially given his accuracy. He can finally play quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll pause for a moment.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and we're nearly done training camp. We got the ground attack now. And our running backs are...
Do it with Rith McKenzie there. I think he's the running back of the future.
You think so?
I think so.
We compare him and Anderson. Okay, he's got a little bit better agility, and their acceleration is about the same. He's a bit better at catching, right? But look at that break tackle. Mm-hmm. He's better at breaking tackles than gains.
Yeah, like I think he's the running back of the future.
You think he's the running back of the future? Okay, well, you know what? We'll call him the running back of the future, and we'll see if we can get away from number 43. That's going to be the problem with this particular drill, right?
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Oh, fuck. We should have gone into rosters and edited the depth chart.
Maybe we should have. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we've got the save scum.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here.
Actually, it's not number 43 out there.
Oh, no, it isn't.
It's Grant Brown out there.
Grant Brown out there. What a break. Yeah. So all I have to do is outrun the linebacker there.
Which is easy enough to do at 94 speed.
Yeah. Oh, couldn't run him over, though.
Yeah, we did boost his tackling rating, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to run him over, I just can't.
Well, that's good, though, right? It means our safety is good.
Yeah.
Although, thank God it's not number 43 out there. It would have been if we were playing the Spitfires franchise. Because number 43 plays free safety in that one instead of strong safety.
That's right. Boy, for a guy with a high break tackle rating, I just don't seem to be able to break that guy's tackles.
It's also an acquired skill. You have to turn sharply in towards the guy and then use the two-handed button, I find.
Yeah.
Or you could try stiff-arming him if you want to do it the traditional way.
Well, I might have to try that. I don't know. What I really need is for that fucking fullback to get out there in front and block that guy like he did the first few times. Right? Okay, well, I'm not really very good at this drill. If you want to try the next level, I'll let you try.
I could try. I think they have an extra tackler.
You're just better at running than I am anyway. Yeah, they have an extra tackler now. But if you can somehow manage to get a silver out of this, oh, look at that.
That's number 43.
Yeah, you broke his tackle. How about that, eh? They start off a lot deeper, though, right? So you actually have a chance to do something. Like you can at least advance the ball a little bit because they start 20 yards off the line of scrimmage, right?
Yep. Yeah, the difference is the way I cut in and try to run upfield in order to run over the guy.
Yeah.
It's just like running stretch runs, although I'm not going to run him over there.
Yeah.
That was a really good angle he took.
No, he ran you over instead. Well, you already got more points than I did.
Yeah, not going to run him over that way either. Yeah, I'm going to give up a fumble if I keep turning like that.
They need to give you more runs to the left.
That's
almost,
okay.
Almost all they give you hardly any runs to the left there at all, right?
They wanted the strong safety to be a factor in the game.
You did good. You got 3 points.
Well, now we know that I can do the pro running back drill.
Yeah. Against a very good defender too, right?
Yeah. Well, I think the difference is if you do like the what do they call?
Why don't we give him agility? Let's give him agility because
all right.
Like break tackle will improve naturally.
So will carrying, yeah. But agility won't.
Carrying, but agility won't. So if we improve his agility and do that a couple of seasons in a row, he'll become a much more shifty and easier to control back, right? Yep. Okay, well, we got one more drill to do, so we'll pause for a moment here. All right, we're back for the final draft, or their final drill.
Indeed.
And this is your favorite.
No, this is my least favorite. I fucking hate this drill.
Yeah.
I am not doing this drill. You can do this drill. Even when I'm on offense, you can do it.
Catch ball. Yeah. Who are we going to get to catch the ball?
How about, well, we've done it with White a couple times, I think.
Yeah. Can we improve acceleration with catch ball?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, his catching is already pretty good, right? At 85.
I think acceleration might be agility is running back attack.
Yeah.
So maybe you can improve acceleration with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can try it. I mean, there's nothing really to lose except that at worst, we can make White even better at catching than he already is, right?
True. And if we're really not happy with the result, we can always run it with Green.
And if you have a speed demon who can catch, well, that's every defense's nightmare, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to give this drill to Quincy White.
He's also only 24.
Yeah, he's a young player, too.
In spite of being on the team a few years.
Yeah, I think we drafted him like season 2, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was one of the first draft picks that we made.
Oh, in another life, he could have been carrying the ball for us.
Okay, here we go.
Man, this just gets me so tense.
Well, see, the trick is that you have to go
into the circle.
It's too late. And then when you go, oh, it's too late, that's when you press the button and it's actually not too late.
Yeah.
Because
there's no dummy standing behind you.
No, that's the difference in the timing, right?
Yep.
Between wide receiver catch and defensive back drill, right? The defensive back drill is way more forgiving on the timing.
Yep.
That being said, so far, White has made the correct animation every time, even when there's been opportunities where there could have possibly been more than one animation selected.
Well, I wonder if that animation too has to do with their rating, right?
I think so, yeah. Because I didn't miss a single one there.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, if I recall, I think White's acceleration might have even started lower.
Well, let's keep points and quit. We'll just see. See, that's how good a season Danny Jones had with the Crusaders. This guy here is an NFL icon, and he got 8 interceptions in a single season.
Yep.
And that was his best season. Yep, you can improve acceleration.
Yeah, so it's running back attack to improve agility and
so we're going to improve his acceleration a little bit, and if we do that a couple more seasons, he's going to be
a speed demon.
Yep, he's going to be a speed demon.
I mean, he already is a speed demon, but
yeah,
that'll help his sluggishness off the line.
But anyway, that's the training camp episode.
Indeed.
So hope you all enjoyed that. And, some of our oldest football fans who've been with us for a few years, well, here we go with the Lifers again, the team that started it all.
Yep.
So until next time,
I'm Recv5.
and I am Sandman099.
Have a good one.